There's no way there's a visible date on this. No, not even a little bit. Let's go ahead and bring out the nickel date. Hello, coin enthusiasts out there. It is I, Dax Collects. And today, what I have in front of us. What's going on? Why has everything gone so dark all of a sudden? What is that? Is this some kind of prank? What's going on right now? Why am I seeing coins fly off here? What's going on here?
Hello, Dax Collects.
Is this some kind of fool going on right now? Or is it just me? What's going on?
Oh, this ain't no prank. We are real.
Okay, what do you want?
You must flip one of these coins you see in front of you to determine your boxes. If you don't fulfill our request, then the show will end.
Okay, fine. I'll flip a coin over. What the? Is that a Chuck E. Cheese coin? What's going on here? Okay. What's the other side? It's the same. How am I gonna judge what to open here? Alright, per request of these coins, I guess. Stupid. These aren't even valuable coins. They're just Chuck E. Cheese tokens. Taking over my video here. Okay. So I have 4 nickel boxes right here. And per request of one of these fellas, I'll do a coin flip to determine the order of the boxes. And how am I supposed to do that? Because they both are the same design. Nickels to look out for are going to be the V nickel, minted between 1883 to 1913, and the Buffalo nickels minted between 1913 to 1938, and the War nickels minted between 1942 to 1945, any proofs, and anything for the books, as well as any errors and or varieties that we can possibly find inside of these rolls. And that's pretty much it. And if you haven't seen my last nickel box video, I'll put the link right up here so you can go ahead and watch that one before you watch this one. All right. We have 4 nickel boxes right here. We're going to open up 2 for the video. So here's how we're going to do it. I'm going to go ahead and flip a coin here, and this will determine what nickel box I'll open here. Ah, what the heck. Happy April Fool's Day. Obviously, this video will be uploaded after April Fool's. Just had to add a little spice to my video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Let's go ahead and grab our die. All right, here it is. We'll use this side here as a 1 since there is no 1 on this die. So we'll range this from crown to 4. Crown, 2, 3, 4. Let's go ahead and roll this die right now to determine the first box for the video. 2. So this box here will be the first one for the video. And which one will be the second one? Let's see. 4. So we'll open these 2 boxes in this video. These 2 we will open up in the future. So let's get started with this 2-box nickel hunt. All right. Here is nickel box number 47 here on YouTube. Let's open this box up and check those enders. See if there's any of them that stand out from the rest. All right. Nothing on the top side that I can see. I'll go ahead and check the bottom side as well, and I'll let you know if I find anything there. Did not see anything on the bottom side either. So let's go ahead and open these rolls up. I'll go ahead and go through each of these rolls on my own, and whenever I find anything inside one of these rolls, I'll start recording and I'll show you guys what roll I'm currently on, and what the find is. And we'll keep doing that until we finish the box. Then I'll provide you guys with a full box recap showing all the finds for the box. Then we'll go straight to the next box and see what we can find there. Then after all that's done, we'll do a 2-box recap showing all the finds of both of the boxes for the video. So let's see what we can find. Hopefully some buffaloes. So with that being said, let's get right into it. We already have a find inside of the first roll. Here it is. 1941, minted in Philadelphia. So since I found the majority of 1940s Jefferson nickels already, I'll only show you guys 10 of these per box. Forgot to mention this earlier. There are 4 nickels that I'm missing for the Jefferson Nickels collection book. Those are the 1939 Denver, the 1945 San Francisco, the 1948 San Francisco, and the 1950 Denver. Let's see if we can find those in these 2 boxes. Let's keep on going. Next roll, roll number 2. Take a look at this. This is a 1939 Jefferson nickel. You already know what I'm looking for. Let's see if this has a mint mark. No, it doesn't. This one is from Philadelphia. It has a mintage of 120 million. The other 2 1939 nickels had a combined mintage of 10 million. So they're very difficult to find. 2 things to look out for here. One of those is the DDR, also known as double die reverse. Check Monticello and 5 cents. Those have the strongest spread for DDR. You'll need a microscope to check those. Also check for the Henning nickel. Those were counterfeit nickels minted between 1939 to 1953. Always check the R on E pluribus unum whenever you find one of those years. And if it has a loop on the R, then you have a Henning nickel. And also check for the weight. If it weighs between 5.2 to 5.5 grams, then you have a Henning nickel as well. They actually weigh more than a regular nickel would be in circulation. 7 rolls later, inside of roll number 9, here's another 1940s nickel. 1940, minted in San Francisco. Just a little bit of luster left. Not much though. 11 rolls later, inside of roll number 20, here's another 1940s nickel. 1947, minted in Denver. 6 rolls later, inside of roll number 26, another 1940s nickel. 1946, minted in Philadelphia. Wow. This is a nice find. Inside of roll number 30, take a look at this. We have a foreign coin right here. It is a 1950 10 Pfennig coin right here. This is from Germany. There's the mint mark right up there, and it's F. I'll put whatever that's from in the bottom right corner here. I believe I found a 5 Pfennig before in one of my previous hunts, but never a 10 Pfennig. This is the very first one, and a very old one at that. What a nice find. Still on roll number 30, here's another 1940s nickel. 1947, minted in Philadelphia. 2 rolls later, inside of roll number 32, we have a great find right here. It's hard to tell, but this is a war nickel. It's from the year 1943. minted in Philadelphia. There's that mint mark above the building, which pretty much signifies that this coin here is a war nickel. There are two things to look out for here. One of those is known as the 3/2, and the other one is the doubled I. So check for those, and if you have one, this coin is worth quite a bit. I keep all the war nickels found in circulation. They're composed of 35% silver. 7 rolls later, inside of roll number 39. Another 1940s nickel. 1947. Minted in Philadelphia. The second one of the box. All right. We have a really good find inside of this roll. Currently on roll number 41. Take a look. We have a buffalo nickel right here. This is the reverse of the coin, featuring the buffalo, also known as the American bison. Very nice. And if there is a mint mark, it would be below 5 cents. And I'm not seeing anything. So this one's from Philadelphia. Let's see if it has a visible date. Looks like a 1936 or 1938. I'm going to say this is a 1936 Philadelphia Buffalo nickel. Just a few nickels later, in the very same roll, here's a 1940s nickel. 1940, minted in Philadelphia. Next roll, roll number 42. Take a look at this nickel. Judging by the reverse alone, we have ourselves a proof nickel. The field around the building has that mirror finish. Let's see what year this was from. 1975, minted in San Francisco. Very nice. All right. Inside of roll number 47. Buffalo nickel number 2. Look at how worn this nickel is, though. Oh, man. I am not hopeful about a visible date on this coin. I believe we have a mint mark on this coin. I can't read it. Maybe it's a Denver. It looks like a Denver mint mark right there. There's no way there's a visible date on this. No. Not even a little bit. Let's go ahead and bring out the Nicodate. All right, here it is. Nicodate date restorer for nickels. We're going to apply 1 drop to the date area of the coin. When the date becomes visible, wash the coin in water and repeat the process if necessary. So, let's go ahead. Bring this buffalo nickel over to here. And let's apply 1 drop on the date area. That's a pretty big drop, but it'll work. We're just going to let that sit for about a minute or so. And once that's done, we should see a date. All right, let's go ahead and dunk this in water. And let's see. Ooh, that's very tough to read. This nickel might have been nicodated before. Let's apply 1 more drop. All right, let's dunk it another time. Let's see if there's anything that shows up this time. Let's see if it's a little more clear. I believe we actually have a 1913. This is actually a first-year Buffalo nickel. Wow, that is crazy. And it's a Denver as well. This nickel right here will be an addition to the Buffalo Nickels collection book. Very nice. All right. So what we just found, I believe, was this 1913 Denver Variety 2. This turned out to be incorrect. I nickadated the reverse of the coin later in the video, and I realized that it was actually a Type 1. So I did not know at the time that Type 1 Buffalo Nickels wore down very easily, and the reverse shows nothing. When they realized that the reverse of the coin that says 5 cents and the mint mark wore down very easily, they changed the overall design to the Type 2, which is what they used throughout the years until 1938 when they discontinued the Buffalo nickel. So, yeah, I actually found a Type 1, not a Type 2. Let's continue. With a mintage of 4.1 million. There's a Variety 1 right here. A 1913 Denver had a mintage of 5.3 million, but man, I think we found a Variety 2 1913 Denver. Very, very nice. Wow, this was a crazy box. Just finished nickel box number 47. Let's go ahead and do a full box recap right now. Here are all the finds of the box. Let's go over them real quick. We found 2 Buffalo nickels here. This one from the year 1913 Denver, and this one from the year 1936 Philadelphia. Found 1 Jefferson nickel here from the 1930s, a 1939 Philadelphia. Found a total of 8 1940s Jefferson nickels here, including a war nickel. 11 1950s Jefferson nickels. 1 proof nickel from the year 1975 San Francisco, and 1 foreign coin here, a 10 Pfennig German coin. We found a lot of great finds inside of this box alone. Pretty crazy. We will check these nickels here for upgrades and additions later in the video. All I know right now is the one addition is this right here, the 1913 Denver. Other than that, we will check each of the other ones for upgrades. So let's see how this next box turns out. So let's go ahead and bring it out right now. And here is nickel box number 48. Let's open this box up and check those enders. All right. All I see on the top side are Jefferson nickels. So nothing too crazy there. I'll go ahead and check the bottom side real quick, and I'll let you guys know if I find anything there. Did not see anything on the bottom side either. So let's see how this box turns out. Let's get started right away. So with that being said, let's get right into it. Our first find is inside of roll number 2. Here it is. We have a 1939 Jefferson nickel. Was this one from Denver? Let's see. No, this one is from Philadelphia. 4 rolls later, inside of roll number 6, here's our first 1940s nickel of the box. 1946, minted in Denver. All right, it is now April 3rd, 2024. Just getting back into this 2 days later, was editing my latest video, the dime box video. So now I'm ready to go. 3 rolls later, inside of roll number 9, here's our second 1940s nickel of the box. 1941, minted in Philadelphia. 2 rolls later, inside of roll number 11, here's our third 1940s nickel. 1941, minted in San Francisco. Another 6 rolls into the box, we have another find. Inside of roll number 17, here's another 1940s nickel. 1947, minted in San Francisco. 10 rolls later, we have another find. Inside of roll number 27, take a look at this. We have our first Canadian nickel of the box. This one is from the year 1982 with the tiara obverse design. This design spanned between the years 1965 to 1989. Stay tuned. Later in the video, we will plug all of the Canadian nickels found in circulation to those collection books. Still in the same roll, just 2 nickels later, look at this. This is another 1940s nickel, 1948. Let's find out together if this nickel here was from San Francisco. No, so close. This one is from Denver. 2 more rolls later, inside of roll number 29. Another 1940s nickel. 1949. Minted in Denver. Currently on roll number 31. Another 1940s nickel in pretty decent shape. 1941. Minted in San Francisco. This is the second one of the box. 2 more rolls later, inside of roll number 33. Another one. 1949. Minted in Denver. The second one of the box. I am just about done with this box. Inside of roll number 47. Another 1940s nickel. 1940. Minted in Philadelphia. Just finished nickel box number 48. Let's go ahead and do a full box recap right now. Here are all the finds of the box. Let's go over them real quick. We found 1 Jefferson nickel here from the year 1939, minted in Philadelphia. Found 9 Jefferson nickels here from the 1940s, 10 Jefferson nickels here from the 1950s, and 1 Canadian nickel right here. So even though we only just found Jefferson nickels, we did find a Canadian nickel, which is always great to see. We'll plug this into the collection book later in the video. Since I've already found all of these Jefferson nickels in the past, I'll still check for upgrades. And if they don't upgrade, then I'm sending them back to the bank. So now let's go ahead and bring down all of the finds of the 2 boxes and do a 2-box recap. All right, here are all the finds of the 2 boxes. This turned out to be a pretty decent hunt. We found 2 Buffalo nickels, 2 1939 Jefferson nickels, a nice variety of 40s nickels here, and did manage to find a war nickel as well. Nice variety of 50s nickels here. Found a proof as well, and 2 foreign coins right here. That was very fun. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this 2-box nickel hunt with me. Managed to find some great coins inside of these boxes. All right, so let me put this coin away real quick. It's gonna go in this Ziploc bag full of all the foreign coins found through cornrow hunting or outside of it. I'll pull out any Canadian nickels I see inside of this Ziploc bag and we'll plug it into the collection book here shortly. Now we have all of these nickels here to check for the collection books. So let's go ahead and bring them out right now. We will start with this book here, Jefferson Nichols Collection Book number 1, between the years 1938 to 1961. And just like I stated near the beginning of the video, missing these 4 Jefferson Nichols here. We did not find any of these in this hunt, so let's check for those upgrades. I will be right back once I have checked all of these Jefferson Nichols for upgrades, and I'll let you know if there are any for this book. All right, here are the results. We are going to have 3 upgrades for this collection book. First up here is this 1941 San Francisco. Next up is this 1948 Denver. And the last one here is this 1952 Denver. Let's go ahead and plug these in right now. And there we go. So now, after going through nickel boxes number 47 and number 48, this is what the Jefferson Nichols Collection Book number 1 looks like right now. I'll take any upgrades we can find in circulation. We will continue our search to find these missing Jefferson Nichols in the future, especially this 50 Denver. Super tricky to find, but someday we will find one. Now let's go ahead and close this book. Next up is the Buffalo Nichols Collection Book between the years 1913 to 1938. Here's how it looks so far. We have 12 in this book right now, and we have 2 to check for additions and upgrades. So we know that we have 1 addition right here, the 1913 Denver. I believe it's ground in recess. From the looks of the reverse, it is that. There is a raised ground variant as well, so it'll go right in this spot. And we have 1 more Buffalo nickel here. 1936 Philadelphia. Let's see if it'll upgrade. It will not upgrade. Let's plug in this 1913 Denver right now. All right, I am actually back. I have made a mistake. So, I actually found out this time that I actually have a raised ground 1913 Denver. I actually went ahead and liquidated right down here, and I looked online. The Type 1 worn down very easily compared to the Type 2. So, it's actually going to go right in this spot. Right here. I checked out errorref.com as my source here. As you can see, This is the type 1, and there's 5 cents down here, and the mint mark right down there. And here's the type 2. You can see that that ground is not there as much as it is on the type 1. I mean, it is still there, but it's not where the 5 cents spot is. That's just to make sure that the 5 cents and the mint mark do not fade out as much as the type 1 did, like this one. So, there we go. Good to know. Now we're up to 13 for the book. Still have lots to go. Join me in the future as we try to find more Buffalo nickels out there in circulation. Now let's go ahead and close this book. And now, it is time to fill the Canadian nickels. We have 2 Canadian nickel books right here. Number 2 and number 3. So let's start with number 3 first. Let's go ahead and open this up. Basically, all we have is one page right here. All right. I am going to go ahead and check to see if I have any Canadian nickels for this book inside of this Ziploc bag. And I will be right back once I'm ready to plug these in. All right. All of the Canadian nickels that I have are right up here. I'll show you guys what I have after I plug in this nickel here. So we're only going to have one edition. It's the Obverse RCM logo, 2006 to 2016, then 2018 to date. And we're going to use a 2009 for an example right here. So let's go ahead and plug this in right now. And there we go. Now this is what the Canadian Nickels number 3 collection book looks like right now. Now it's time to find the rest of these. Let's go ahead and close this book. All right, now let's bring out this one. Canada, 5 cents, collection book number 2. Between the years 1965 to 2012. All right, as you can see, there's nothing in here right now. And here are all the Canadian nickels, starting with 82, 83, 85, 86, 87, 89, 90, 92, 94, 96, 98, 2000, 2001, 2009, and 2011. And I have all of the best examples of each of those nickels up on the top. So let's go ahead and plug all of these Canadian nickels in to this collection book. And let's see how it turns out at the end. All right, I'm going to take that 96 out here for a sec. Because there is a far 6 and a near 6. And there's also an attached 6. I'm going to take a look at this under the microscope and see what I have here. Okay, so that's what it looks like. And when I look at coinsincanada.com, you can see here they have a close-up of what the near 6 looks like. the far 6, and the attached 6. The most valuable one being the attached 6. But I believe what I have is a near 6. And there we go. All of the Canadian nickels that I have are now plugged in. So this is what the Canadian Nickels collection book number 2 looks like as of right now. We still have a lot of Canadian nickels to look for. Not a bad start. Now let's go ahead and close this book. All right, the rest of the Canadian nickels that did not go to the book will go back into the Ziploc bag. All right, that's it for the collection books. Now, what I normally do with my proof coins is I'll put these inside of a coin holder. So I'll go ahead and do that now, and I'll be right back. All right, and there we go. Very nice. And now it is time to go ahead and check all of these nickels here for DDOs, DDRs, and RPMs. www.varietyvista.com is the website that I go to look for the specific varieties. I always look for the FS varieties, 5S Stanton. They'll be labeled as FS101, for example, FS501, and FS901 below the illustration. Give you guys an idea of what they look like. And you can just compare your nickels and see if you have the one. So that's what I'm going to do. If I find anything, I will let you guys know. And if not, then I'll conclude the video right here. So if you guys like this video, I appreciate it. Leave a like if you want and subscribe if you want as well, as I go through more coin boxes with you guys and see what we can find. Let me know down in the comments of some of your best finds for the nickels as of late, and let me know what you have. Those include Buffalo nickels, just like this one, V nickels, or anything older than that. And let me know if you have any graded nickels as well. I would love to hear what you guys have in your collection. And now I'm going to go ahead and start signing off. So thank you guys for tuning in. This has been Dax Collects, and I'll catch you guys on the flip. Good luck hunting, everyone, and have a good one. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you want to check out another video of mine, click on the tab in the bottom left corner.